yeah, we'll just come back in. I'll come back in. Let me see.
I believe we was
You were breaking down the entrepreneur part.
Oh, just the part about where and I can you can edit it like right here.
Yeah.
The idea of us coming together and practicing group economics has been something that has been like on my heart. It's been something that's on my mind. It's something that I drive every day. You know, we got a private group on social media called Young Entrepreneurs where you can literally go in there, post your products, you can sell products, you can join classes and courses so that you can learn how to, you know, do lashes or, you know, crochet classes or taxes. Group economics was really just like the main, I'm like, this is the main key ingredient that can take us to another level. When I mean by us, I mean Birmingham. If we support one another, other people will support us too.
Yeah.
But we can't be out here expecting for other people to support us if we don't even, like you a business owner and you don't even shop with other business owners. You know, people should see you at the pop-up shops with bags in your hand too, you know, showing that you shop too. And that is infectious, you know, like, oh, okay, your product up at the YE store, okay, man, mine can be up there too. Like now dreams are starting to you know what I'm saying, to manifest and things like that. And so the storefront, it just made sense. Like I said, we were just looking for something. I'm always looking for something innovative, you know, always looking for something innovative with the team to where we can do something different that nobody else is doing. And that's just a part of that entrepreneur spirit. Just like, hey, we gotta create another wave or get a city something else. You know, we gotta, oh man, okay, we took care of that problem, let's solve another. And the storefront was just another part of, you know, like the resources we offer. You know, if you're tired of selling your products at the house, shoot, bring it up here to the storefront. And we also got pop-up shops that we throwing. And we also do pop-up shops here. Then we got the virtual, people gonna be able to sell their product virtually on our website coming soon. We just trying to add on to give the people what they need, bro. To give the people what they need.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know y'all have a major service when it comes to promotion and marketing. You know, kind of let our audience know how important it is to have those email lists and be able to reach the certain audiences that y'all reach through y'all service.
And that's a good question. Marketing is it's something that you have to do research on, and then it's also something that you have to be aware of. And so when I first started the company, we used to use all of our resources, which was Facebook Live, Instagram Live, business cards, word of mouth. There's a tagging strategy on social media. We'll flood you in the inbox, you know, with a strategy like that if we need to. Then it's like, oh man, we can hit them up with this email blast, you know? And so within that, I always like to tell my business owners to make sure you have enough tools in your weapon box. You know, you just don't want to be I posted on Facebook, so that was enough. If I'm a rap artist or a music artist, posting my album to my Facebook friends, which it only caps out at 5,000, is not enough. You know, your followers can increase, but if you don't have enough followers, then once the percentage of the 5,000 that the algorithm allows to see, you know, your post, after that it don't get shared anymore. You know, so it's always good to have marketing, you know, strategies in your background. It's always good to have a marketing coach. It's always good to do Facebook ads and Instagram ads, you know, YouTube ads. All those things are important, just so that you can be using all of your resources, all the way down to the billboard and radio ad, which would be, you know, our most expensive. But do everything that you can beforehand before you have to pay for a radio ad or a TV ad or a billboard. Some people think that those are our only ways of advertising, which is post it on my Facebook page and then save for a billboard one day. But there are several things you can do in between then, like flyers at the gas station. I put up flyers on the side of the highway You know, for different businesses. You know, it's different things that you can do
Yeah.
to get the word out. Free shirts to the homeless. I done gave out 50 shirts to the homeless. So you see them out there with my shirt on, you know, that's marketing.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
keeping them warm, I'm keeping them clothed, I'm keeping them styled,
Yeah.
and we marketing the brand, you know.
For
So
sure. Yeah.
it's just different ways. Sometimes you may have to call somebody so you can get some of these strategies. But marketing is very important if you plan on expanding and staying in the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said earlier about, you know, your professional dot connector.
Yeah.
Understand? You know what I'm saying? Kind of explain that a little bit more.
Man, so like I said, for the past 7 years, and even before then, bro, I know what everybody do. Like I may not know everybody, but I literally meet people and I don't know their face, but I know their name and I know what they do. And they're like, man, like you. I'm like, bro, I know what everybody do. I have to, and because it's important to me. You know, when I find out that somebody over here is making gemstones, or somebody over here is making crochet hats and crochet purses, or, you know, this person just opened up a new boutique, man, that excite me. You know, I'm like, man, one of our people, you know, they got their logo on their shirt, or, you know, the inside the tag, you know, oh, okay, with the bag on it and the sticker and the man, we doing some big things. That took vision, that took idea, that took prayer, that took hard work. I get crunk from seeing my people execute, you know what I'm saying, ideas and vision. I get crunk. And so for me to be able to know what everybody does, I'm able to connect people with, you know, when people lack in certain areas. So if you need a bouncy house or a DJ, and you need a decorator and somebody that's gonna put balloons around the arches, and then you need somebody that's gonna come in with a cape, and then you need graphics print. I can get out. I can give you everybody you can call right now. Boom, 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 boom. We can solve that.
Yeah.
That problem that you just had, that's not a problem no more, because if you really look into our community, the answers are right here. And that's where I kind of been like, hey, I have to be a leader on making sure that our people think about us first before they go outside of us. You know, instead of like, oh man, I need some new clothes. I need to go to the Galleria. Man, there's so many boutiques that you pass on the way to the Galleria where you can get something unique, new. We had to stop thinking because it's black, it's gonna be cheap, or it's gonna be like, no, man, it's people out here who really taking their time, researching, getting great quality, stitching it themselves, you know, putting the tag on the inside. All of that stuff mean a lot to me. And so it's like, hey, how can I, you know, be so crunk to go over to places where I don't know these people, you know, into foreign lands, when I got all of the answers right here in my community. Great bakers, great teachers, tutorers, lawyers, massage therapists, anything you need, we got it right here in the community. And me as I like how you call me professional dot connector, I've been aggressive at times where, man, don't let me see y'all promoting the wrong stuff, you know, and not putting that same energy toward our stuff. I done heard somebody call me the police. Like, man, you act like the police. Come on, man, what are you doing?
That's right. Somebody got to do it.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You on social media trying to get everybody to go cross the mountain. When you know it's 5 people who do this same service. Like, come on now, I'm okay with you sharing it with your friends and in private, but don't do this in public, you know, for like, come on now. And then never give no effort toward promoting our people. That does something to me, bro.
You know, I hate
it do something to me.
I hate when somebody posts, or do y'all know anybody who does this? And everybody be, you know, tagging the people they know around the city who do it. And then somebody just come on, you can just go to Lowe's and do that.
You can just do that yourself. All you gotta do is just go to Amazon and like, man. The same for you people who like the post when everybody look like what are you doing, man? Like sometimes you gotta read the room, and I hate to get so passionate like that, but for those people who do that, it's like either they don't know or they blind to it. And so somebody has to, I need you on this side shopping with us so that this dollar can circulate a little bit more, so that our community can can look a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that the people who are coming up under us, so that they can dream and aspire that, oh man, why his boutique shut down? Instead of, oh man, he done had his boutique ever since I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that too.
Yes.
Because the shutdowns and the break-ins and all of that affects our community. But when we protect it, when we promote, when we share, when we shop, when we support, it does something to the community too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really feel it. We should have the same respect, like when people say, man, you know, if you go over there, they gonna do this, and that. Like, well, bro, it should be the same thing in our community, because if our business begin to thrive, that gives them the ability to start creating opportunities in our community for the youth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can have those jobs, but they don't have to go another direction. But if we're kind of avoiding and tearing our business down at every opportunity, McDonald's can put onions on your burger before an accident. You did not go to Facebook and blast it every time they did. But when it comes to us, it's like we get some type of enjoyment out of that, and I'm glad that you do call that out, because some people might not know they're doing it.
Yeah.
Really.
I don't know, man. Due to us being, I would say spiritually cursed, and the mindset that has been pushed upon us, you know, because we live in America and everything that we've went through, it's almost, it tear people up to see somebody else living their dream when it should be an encouragement. And bro, that's where I come in at. Like, I be so excited, and know that if y'all notice, guys, I'm not talking with the greatest of grammar, and I don't care. I'm gonna tell you, I be excited. Do you hear me? I be excited. I am always highly elated when I see people in our community doing awesome things, and I'm just like, if the opportunity came to them, it can come to me. If God is blessing them, He can bless me. You know, if my friend that came from the same background, the same hood as me, you know, can focus and somehow make it out, there's opportunity for me too. But sometimes we don't think like that. You know, we get to think like, why not me? And why is it them? And you got the idea and the gift, but you just never took the focus and the sacrifice and the time and the patience that they did to put into it.
Yes,
and so me, I'm like, man, hey, encourage them. That's the first step. Being a hater, that's not gonna make you a winner at all. Encouraging others, that'll be the first step. Encourage someone else. Then number two, you never know, you might be able to ask some questions to be able to figure some things out. Ask questions.
Exactly.
So that you can learn, and, oh, this how I do this? You know, people will literally give you advice if you show love. But hating, that's what make us take our ideas and move on and never share them with nobody, because we feel like folks trying to take from us.
Yeah.
But if you show love and give credit and build people up, they'll reach down and pull back.
Yeah. And I had another interview, and we were talking about like networking, like how me and you were talking before we started rolling about opportunities that we have for each other. And I think that's the bringing the value to other people when you're networking. I think it makes it move a little bit smoother. People are more open when they don't know, or they don't think that you're moving for a one-sided type of relationship.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, I'll say Birmingham, I think that it's like we won't change, but we talk about the problem in the same sentence of the solution. You know what I mean? Like, with you being the solutionist is what I call it, because whenever you're able to solve a lot of people's problems, you're always going to be in the mix, especially as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs create convenience for other people. The people who create convenience for entrepreneurs, you're always going to be in demand. I think that's one of the messages that need to be shared more, because there's a lot of smart people in the city, and I'm thinking that 2024 people are starting to see we're better to go.
Yeah. Because
we can't, it don't matter who name or who face on it. corporation got a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
And if we all came together, we could really build something like that in Birmingham. We got all these different corporations coming to put headquarters here, but all this so singularly apart that we letting the people from out of town come in and take real estate that could really be ours.
That's a whole nother topic. And I do real estate as well. It has helped my company. And I was thinking last week, everybody except one person that I've taught real estate has done a deal. And it's like, if you're gonna be around me, what I told you, I can't come up. And it's just hard for me to come up and not share, especially if you with me, and then I've had people who, hey, how, they ask questions and they want to know, hey, I got you, come on. If you interested in focus, I'm gonna make sure. And the thing is, there are a lot of, other races who come together and they build these organizations and they just put a name on it. It may be 5 or 6 of them together and they just come up with a name. And you got 6 investors together, and 12 or 20. We can bring together 50 investors, all putting in $5,000 a year, buying property, getting a percentage off of the return. We done bought 10 properties a year for 10 years, 50 people. But people be thinking that, oh, man, you trying to get somebody gonna get a. That's a part of business. Like, a part of business is taking risk and seeing what happens.
Yes,
people lose millions of dollars every year, and they also win billions.
Yes, sir.
Taking risks to figure out what can happen. But what we not gonna do is not sit around and not play ball. We gotta look for serious ball players. And in Birmingham, with that lingering mindset, it's like a cloud sometimes of, we're a little bit slower than Atlanta. We're a little bit slower than other cities. Our crime rate is high. We one of the top 10 in obesity. So there are like a lot of things. Civil rights was going on down. It's a lot of things that linger over us that stops us from being able to, we done had all this time to come together, and now we're gonna wait until 2023 and 2024 to allow these people to come in and buy up all our houses. And we got all these business owners. We should be able to come together, form confederates and conglomerations. But I won't blame it all on us, bro, because somebody has to create that.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody got to create that. I know about it in Atlanta with what the guy name is, Morrison. I can't think of his first name. No, it's not Tony. Look up Jay Morrison out of Atlanta. He did exactly what I'm talking about. I think it was called the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. They brought in like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 investors. They all put up some money and started buying different like corporate buildings, in different cities, putting them in our names and making sure our family are able to eat off of these percentages for years to come, developing passive and residual income. We don't talk about these things. Now we come together and show everybody how fly we are and how much money I made is, I made $1 million this year. But man, that million can turn into 10 million, if we take on some $10 million projects.
There you go.
So in Birmingham, and this, I'm gonna have to turn it back over to you, man, bro. Birmingham, we are satisfied with being 6-figure earners. 6 figures. As long as we 6 figures, I'm good. Because that's all you gotta have to, to thrive over here.
Yeah.
But it's like, what about our children? What about these properties? What about the people that make more than us? What about the power that we don't have and that we lack? What about the people who, if we taught some people this skill, we might can increase.
Man, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I like you hinted on the head, just planting that seed, not waiting for instant gratification and watching it grow.
Somebody got to create.
Yep.
Somebody has to.
Yep.
To take the leadership on that.
Yeah, I think you're doing a good job of that, though. Like, I think you're doing a good job of having a warehouse of being an expert networker, but actually having skills that go with it. I mean, I love the fact that, like, I don't care what you call me for, I know somebody.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, you can
Unless you're trying to build a spaceship, then I can't help.
Yeah.
Other than that,
If you want to build a food truck, I know somebody that can build you a food truck. I mean, we've had to have it done.
exactly.
You need a contractor. You need to get your LLC started. I mean, if we really care about our community, we should know because, like you said, bro, we complain about the problem. You know, we don't have this, or we don't have jobs, or we lack community organizations, back to school programs for our kids. Or we can talk about what we lack all day, but we don't never. I told a guy the other day, he stood up and he was like, bro, we need somebody doing group economics and da-da-da-da-da. I said, bro, well, me and you, we the first two.
There you go.
Who else we need now? Because if you got the idea and then I say I'm gonna help you, now all we gotta do is just find more. Instead of it just being something we was talking about. Now that we here, now what?
There you go. There you go.
Now this 2 right here can turn into 10. If we really serious about what we talking about, I'm not finna sit here and talk about the problem all day. I go out and make something happen. I don't go, man, bro, if you look on social media, I don't go on there and talk about no problems. I just be sitting at home like, okay, dang, that's the problem. There go the issue. Let me go and just provide them the issue. Let me just provide the solution. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Let me provide the solution. Cool. We ain't even got to talk about the problem.
Exactly.
We can talk about how we gonna solve it. I don't even finna sit here and just give credit to the problem all day. It was just gonna be the problem. You know, the youth bad, and I can't talk to them. Man, I talk to the youth every day.
Yep. But the thing is,
start talking to them.
If you're gonna talk, if you're gonna continuously point the problem out, and if I turn to you and say, so what you been doing about it? And you don't have anything to say
about it.
Hey, you kind of part of the problem.
Just talking about it.
You putting a lot of energy in something. You putting the wrong energy in.
Or you probably scared.
Oh yeah.
No, I use their relationship, their relation when it comes to the older generation feeling like they can't connect with the youth. And I'm like, when I was growing up, strangers used to get us in line. Like, at what point did y'all become scared?
Cause now we don't want. Cause now it's our age group. And we lack a lot of maturity.
Yeah.
Cause we came up, we were young when Facebook started.
Right.
Now we live on that. Now we almost in our 40s.
Right.
And we entertain everything on social media. So as a kid, if I'm looking at my parent doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing,
don't go there.
how can I really relate?
Don't go
you
there,
know what I'm saying? Cause you got to think about it. They saying the kids so bad, but who making them? These are babies now. Like our parents is the grandmas who scared of these kids.
I've been waiting to post this for a minute, bro. And the exact post was going to be watching y'all carry on social media. There's no way you can be upset at your child for how they act. Cause I see some of y'all come on here and act a fool. How can you possibly tell your child they shouldn't be talking like that? Or hey, look at the way y'all get on here. You know, like man, some of y'all doing some of the craziest stuff ever. You know, and then even just relating it back to, you know, how I see people bashing black businesses or, you know, taking their time to write out long essays when you wouldn't write an essay in college, you know, or you wouldn't do your homework, but you got a lot of effort to put down our people. And so I recognize and I see it. I'm like, man, we have a lot of energy for the wrong things.
Yeah. And
sometimes it takes, you know, your business or your community service efforts. If you somebody that may be a public speaker, or it takes somebody, it takes all of us doing what you doing. I'm not doing no more than you, and I meet other people who are, you know, they feeding the homeless, and I got other people who building credit. We all doing something individually to help toward this big old, you know, this big old pie. We just gotta encourage the people around us.
Yes, sir.
It just can't be us. You know, I told some guys the other day, how is it that I can encourage the world to shop with black businesses, but then my own family don't? I can literally, you know, if we can put a screen recorder, my family group chat, man, we at different food trucks every week just trying to And we cater our own food, but we just like to support others.
Yeah.
Man, we had A-Train this week. Oh no, man, well look, I'm down here at Slide Cafe. You know, I might post a Travis burger in there, but we just constantly at other people places trying food, and we put it in our group and make each other jealous. But that comes from, you got to change your family first, you know, before you can change your community, you know.
That's true.
So now my family, we searching for black businesses. You know, we sharing and promoting, supporting. If we leave a bad review in our group chat, we ain't gotta take that to social media. We'll talk to them personally and see if we can get them to correct that. You know, we ain't gotta bash nobody. It's gotta start. Gotta start with you. Gotta start with the people around you before we try to change the world. And I guarantee, if we can do it one by one,
I like
one by one, instead of talking about the problem to everybody else, if we can, hey bro, join me on this mission right here. From now on, we are going to think about our businesses first before we run and support others. Why? Not because we don't like white businesses. No, I love white people. I got white friends. I got white clients. I go to some white businesses, you know, get tea. You know, outside of the TJ Maxx and the Chick-fil-A, like, no, there are some white business owners that I support. I go and, you know, one of my friends, I want to call him out, BJ Brownson, Driveway Washing. Some of my best supporters, bro, they bought more shirts, Trust the Process shirts, than my friends and people I grew up with. So it's like, it ain't about, you know, being anti-Jew businesses, or like, I'm at taco trucks every week because I like people who got good businesses. But what I will do, just like I know that they probably do in their community, is make sure that we suggest our people first, because that's who they know. Like, who you know as a lawyer, they're not thinking about, I'm not saying Crystal, no shade at Crystal Smitherman for this, because Crystal is my homegirl and I just thought of her name first. But I just know that over the mountain, they're not thinking about Crystal Smitherman first. You know, first. It's probably somebody that they went to school with at Cumberland, or, you know, wherever they went, they may know first within their community. They may think of first. Now, you got some people, you know, over the mountain where they choose to do business with us first because, hey, I know they do good business, you know, or whoever that person is. Like, we have our people who we go to, but I just can't have my people with the dollar only circulating for 6 to 30 minutes within our community, and then in the Jewish community, it circulates for 26 days. I can't stand beside that. No matter how much I like University Tacos, or I'm gonna go eat at University Taco, I'm gonna still be promoting my business first. When somebody asks me, hey, where can I get some tacos from? Fat Charles. Fat Charles first. That's who I know. He got some good tacos. You should try him. That's gonna circulate our dollar first. Now, if you can't get the Fat Charles and somehow he closed because we a black small-owned business and we off on Mondays, cool, go to University Taco. That's another local-owned business. Local, I know the people, they good, you know what I'm saying? Before we send you down to Taco Bell or, you know, the chain restaurants, there are people that you can go and support. They cook and treat you real good. You just gotta care about them. You gotta care about it. You gotta care about picking the paper up on the side of your community when you get off of the exit, when you get home. All of that goes together, bro. Like, all of it.
For sure.
Caring about my community, I care about the businesses that's in it. I care about the kids that's in it. I care about the places where our children can go for after school care. You know, so if one of them finna shut down, we need to be there at the PTA meeting to keep it there. We need that. AG Gaston on the south side should have never shut down. We need that. The YMCA on the west side, right there by Green Acres, should have never shut down. We need that. All of those are a part of our, you know, it's a part of our community.
Man, And I love the passion, so that leads to this.
I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, my
No,
fault. I get passionate about my.
But that's what we need though. Being very honest, like that's one reason why I wanted to take this interview for sure. Because I was like, man, I gotta get bro on.
I appreciate you, brother.
I was looking at like the success in the city.
Yeah.
Putting something like that together. Man, like I know that takes a lot, man. Can you talk a little bit about the success in the city?
Yeah, man. Success in the City is our annual award show that we do each year. We've been doing it in the city of Birmingham for the past 5 years. The first 2 years, we started off with a group of ambassadors. I want to name a few of them. Big shout out to Tay Lee with Never Go Broke, Coco Moore, Gilberto Herrera, Ant Washington. Big shout out to Jasmine Kelly with 222 Boutique or 222 Boutique. Darnell Green. Man, those were like our ambassadors. Shannon Shelby, Sonetta Smith. We just gave out awards to people in Birmingham that we knew had been doing big things for a long time, and we decided to recognize them. And then for the past 3 years, we've been doing the voting process. So now we've been giving over, let's see, the first year we did 26 awards, last year 35, this year 40. So we just been increasing the awards, year by year. And it gets hectic, bro. It gets hectic. Just with the concept and the process of making sure that no person is left off of the nomination page, so you got some lash techs and realtors and people who've been doing some big things. They may not necessarily market themselves as best, but they're probably, at the highest, top tier in their profession, like in the city. So sometimes a name may get left off, or, we leave it up to the city to nominate, so the city may not nominate them. And so with that, and also having 100 nominees, on the voting list, yeah, it does bring a lot of pressure. I won't even call it stress. It's just pressure to make sure that you are organized, on top of things. And our goal is to always put out a quality product. So what you're looking at is, you're looking at an award show. We do an art gallery in the midst. We have 5 chefs that come out, and feed everyone. So people are able to go around and get different, taste of cuisines, all from chefs in Birmingham.
Okay.
We have, we do fashion shows. We did a crochet fashion show this year. And then we always have performances. But we give out the top entrepreneur of the year, which is always, highly anticipated, because everyone wants to know, who is the top, or, who is the biggest, who's going to take home the crown this year. From top nail tech, those, that award is always highly competitive.
Yeah.
Your top makeup artist. Bro, we just wanted to really, let me tell you how this started. I wanted to provide a red carpet experience for the city of Birmingham without them having to travel to Atlanta or Hollywood to experience, what we may see on TV. Because when I see the BET Awards and the Met Gala, it's like, oh man, what I gotta do to, man, we gotta keep, I'm already grown, operating in my purpose. I got a business, but I'm still dreaming to one day be on Hollywood. And so, we just can't wait to be famous, and still chasing and hoping that one day we be rich and famous one day. No, I'm not waiting on that. I'm not waiting on Hollywood to recognize me or to come find me. But we can create that type of experience right here in Birmingham. And so that's where it came from. I really just wanted to see a red carpet experience, see everybody dressed up, bring everybody to the event. I'm kind of like Great Gatsby on the low. That's one of my favorite books, bro. So it's kind of like another reason just to. And when you have ideas and visions, bro, sometimes what God will do, he'll put the cherry on top. You may have only just thought about the bottom layer of the cake, But just because you start at the bottom layer, he'll add the rest onto it, bro. And so each year it's just been adding on and adding on. Like, okay, man, I was giving out awards, but now, oh, man, we can have a voting process, and like people are excited to vote and they excited to come pick up their award. And, I got people who paying for sponsorships so that people can vote for them. They putting $100 ads on social media themselves, vote for me. So it's like this idea is turning into more, if you just step out there with the vision, whatever the idea you had. And so, bro, that's how I started. I just wanted to see the city of Birmingham come out and celebrate themselves. And so each year we just been adding on to it. Here we are, 50 awards later. Man, we were able to honor Mr. Travis this year and give him the first Trailblazer Award ever. Somebody that has been in the food business for over 50 years, food truck industry, over 40 years, different cities. And he's also helped to bring an entire food truck culture here in Birmingham. And so for him to be alive, for God to have given us this vision, bro, like my company, for him to still be here, I'm still in shape, still doing what he doing, thriving. He's adding on more trucks. I think he worked more than any of the other food truck owners, just being honest. Like he always out. Yeah. Bro, for all of that to match up, man, it's a blessing, bro. Just a blessing. And it's a lot of success in this city. And I just feel like, we have to make sure, because some people don't take on that responsibility. I feel like, man, we have to make sure that our people in this city know who's doing big things. And it's like our people doing some big things.
No, definitely.
Yeah. That deserve to be shed light on, and we shouldn't have to wait on Hollywood, the radio, or any of the local news companies to finally see our light. We can create our own light.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh, definitely. Hey, man, I got to tell you, man, I got to salute you for that, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
That's really big in the city, and I think it's just going to keep growing and growing, bro. And, again, salute.
I pray so, brother. I pray so.
A lot for that. And, man, basically, I just want to tell you, man, I really appreciate you, man, for coming on the mogul mission. Continue on your mogul mission, bro. You inspiring us, man. We learning from you.
Yeah.
Every time we see you post something, man, I'm definitely tuning in, trying to
appreciate
get the gems, man. So, man, thank you for coming on, bro.
Hey, no problem. I want to leave you with an encouraging word, bro. Continue doing what you're doing. Look, I've been watching this guy for a minute, guys, and I know that you guys have too. And what we have to do is, when we got people out here in the city, not just in the city, but when we got people out here, guys, I know everybody doesn't have the heart. I know everybody doesn't have the eye. But take time to just view and witness people who are doing good things when they do not have to. Some of us, we take things for granted, like kindness, goodness, people showing love, loyalty, service. When you see people, doing this with no problem, using their energy, using their platform and their gifts, using their time, for others, for the betterment of the kingdom, for the betterment of our people, guys. A like, a share, a support, a referral, a clap in the comments, anything just to keep this going, so that we can continue to have more Mogul Mission podcasts, so that this man continues to have the energy to go forth on his journey. Man, let's just make sure that we are pouring into this platform. Salute to this guy right here, Mr. Gabriel Davies. I'm proud of you, brother. Continue doing your thing. Trust the process, and anything you need help with, brother, let us know. For sure.
Yeah, bro, definitely.
For sure.